we die.
Lest we what?
Lest we die.
Just from the utterance alone. When he spoke, it wasn't what they were expecting. It was thunder, trumpets, earthquakes, okay, lightnings. Have you heard of lightning before? How crazy it sounds. How much more? And that's just a lightning, you know?
Yeah, imagine.
How much more if the Most High speaks? And these Israelites weren't afraid of nothing back then. They were men of renown, men of war, but they were trembling, man. How much more when you come to the Most High's office?
Right?
When you go to his court, when you have to present yourself to him, you think the throne is all fancy with marbles and flowers and petals and, yeah? Because when you read the Bible, you don't hear about no flowers at his thing. It's all fire and metals, man.
Right. Smoke and ash.
Smoke and ash. Peace, man. Because the Lord is a consuming fire.
Right.
His energy, bro. Everything.
It's alone that shook.
Even the beasts, the beasts are shook as well. So they got to do a warm-up and dart left and right. That's what Ezekiel was seeing, man. When he saw the beasts, they were flying around. Because you can't stay in one spot. It's energy all over, man. Everyone is warming up. Worse than when you go into pumping iron gym. Everyone's just warming up.
Yeah.
There's high testosterone there, man. You can't go there and just be, oh, nah. You see, they don't even know what it's like, you know. That's why it says the angels are afraid of him. Because they're like, oh, what's he going to say now? What's he going to say now? You know, that's why even Malachi said this. Get Malachi 1:1. Listen to what Malachi says. See, we're going into these scriptures,
That's
man.
right.
It is
Malachi 1:1.
That's how it's done.
Yeah.
Book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 1.
Read us. Yeah, read Malachi.
The burden of the word of Yahweh.
The what?
The burden of the word of Yahweh.
The what?
The burden of the word of Yahweh.
Did you hear that? Malachi said the burden of the word. So that shows you every time the Most High speaks, they get afraid. They're like, oh, what's he going to say now? That's why he said the burden of the word. That's your name, innit? Malachi. Malachi. The burden. It's a burden, man. Because every time the Most High speaks, you're afraid. You're like, bro, what's he going to say next? What's he going to say next? It's kind of like when you go in the principal's office and you got your hands behind your back. It's worse than that. What's he going to say now? Because you know he's going to say something that's going to go against the status quo.
To Israel by Malachi.
Exactly, there you go. So I just wanted to give an example to show you this word is not to be played with, man. Yes? Yeah, go on.
Book of Titus, chapter 1, verse 16.
Look it up!
They profess that they know Yahweh, but in works they deny him.
But in what?
But in words they deny him.
Yeah, like they talk a good game.
Right.
You got a lot of motivational speakers in Israel. They talk a good game. They talk fancy, man.
That's right.
The Most High ain't about that, you know. It's not about speaking smooth words.
Right.
Every time Yahushua spoke, yeah, he spoke with authority.
That's right.
You understand? That's why even the scribes and the Pharisees, they were like, man, if we leave this guy alone, yeah, people are going to believe in him. So we need to stop him now. Because his speech doesn't betray him. When he says something, it's firm and direct.
Right.
He doesn't mix his words. That's how the Most High is as well. When the Most High says something, it is final. You know, like in Hollywood, when they put the star on the ground, when the Most High says something, it's engraved. You can't get rid of it.
Well said.
You understand? It's a solid statement. It's final. Bang, bang, bang. Live and direct. No in-betweens, no gray areas, no lukewarm. He's either going to be cold-hearted or he's going to be, you know, hot. Fire. He's going to bring the heat.
That's why you can see the society is against anything to do with the Most High, because they teach you to be effeminate in the way you actually communicate. You have to be like, watch how you say this, and like don't hurt people's feelings and this and that. It just shows you, they teach you to literally lie. I mean, politics is all about lying. All politics is about is literally just lying. You know what I'm saying? And that's what society is about. You know what I mean? Hiding the truth. being a snake, a serpent.
If the Most High was to go into that Parliament building, he will burn the whole place down, man. He will burn the whole place up. Where we at?
Being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work, reprobate.
Exactly, and that's what reprobate means rejected.
Right.
Rejected of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Because our people are a nation full of rejects. That's why you don't see the Spirit of the Lord out here with them. Because why? They're following behind the other nations, man. They forgot who their real power is, man. They forgot the God that brought them out of the land of Egypt. That made them kings and priests.
That's right.
To rule over all nations.
All nations, man.
And he's still going to make them rule over all nations. But he needs to get rid of the dead wood.
That's right.
You understand? That's what's coming to a city near you. Because a lot of people in this society, they're oblivious as to who the Heavenly Father is, man.
That's right.
They don't even know who the real men of the Lord are. Can you believe that? They're still confused. They see us out here, but they don't see us.
They're niggas.
Because they just think we're just a bunch of, Negroes off the block. Angry black men, they call us. But they don't know Yahushua is an angry black man as well.
Big time!
You understand?
Big time.
Where you go? Judges,
Judges chapter 13, verse 6.
Read up.
Then the woman come and told her husband, saying, a man of Yahweh.
A man of who?
A man of Yahweh.
Right?
Come unto me, and his countenance was like the countenance of an angel.
Yeah, because the countenance of an angel is not what they show you in the Roman Catholic churches, man. Yeah? It's not those effeminate looking Edomites.
That's right.
The Edomites have never been angels, man. Imagine that, an Edomite being an angel. You know how stupid that looks in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai? Seeing an Edomite with long hair. First of all, he's breaking the statues, man. And the angels don't break the statues of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai because they know better than anyone else.
Idol worship as well.
When they come, they're in order. They don't look effeminate, yeah?
No beard.
When you see that picture of Jesus, he's like that. Or he's like this. That's not how Yahushua roll. Never. Looking like a woman.
Exactly.
And then you have Northern Kingdom, bowing down and kissing. They go like this.
Kissing.
That's some bullshit, man. Because that Jesus ain't helped them. They're still at the bottom of the barrel.
Right.
They're still following behind this Jesus, thinking Jesus is blanco. But Jesus no blanco. Okay, Jesus is a negro.
That's right.
Read that.
An angel of Yahweh, very terrible.
Very what?
Very terrible.
And that's what's coming, man. The Lord is bringing back that terror. Because really the Israelites are terrible people,
That's
man.
right. That's right.
That's what, right now they've been effeminized. But when the Lord instills the Tabernacle of David, that's when people are going to know that this whole time they were living in a matrix. Yeah? They were living in a fantasy land. Alright? Read that. Yeah, that's it on that, man. Get Chronicles as well. First Chronicles 12 and verse 8.
Teach up.
Okay? Get that. Because what you got to understand is the nation of Israel was not designed to be effeminate. They were a war machine.
That's right.
The Most
That's
High was
right.
building.
That's right.
That's why he brought them out of a land of affliction. Because that's how he was going to refine them. To get the final cutting tool, man. To smash the nations.
That's right.
Okay? They're not effeminate. Oh, feminine and that. You see Northern Kingdom following behind their women. Because they're trying to, keep things sweet.
That's some bullshit.
To hell with these women, man. You're going to get plenty of them in the kingdom.
Right.
Stop bowing down to these. Because the reason why a lot of these Latino men don't want to serve the Lord is because they're afraid of what their woman is going to leave them for someone else. And the fact that you're doing that is going to enrage the Most High, and you're going to stay where you are, and He's going to destroy you. Because you're not supposed to be subservient to the woman. You're going against the natural ordinances that the Lord set up, man. The Most High ain't going to ride with you if you're bowing down to women.
Teach, Cap.
The Spirit of the Lord is not going to rest with you, man. the Lord will be against you. Hey, the women don't even respect you. Yeah, you're getting laid, but she don't respect you. She talk to you anyhow. She tell you when to come to the yard. Go. She go sleep with your friend. You can't do nothing. Is that living? It's better off to be by yourself and have some kind of dignity. But our people have been heavily compromised. Okay? Heavily compromised, man.
And these women are really dealing with like Jake out here, because like the other day I saw a picture of what's her name again? Someone Jama. Like she used to go out with Stormzy. And she had the bikini on. Now she's a you know, a good-looking woman. But you can imagine right now, because they're broken up. I mean, Stormzy like a month ago was crying on a radio show about her. You know what I'm saying? Imagine right now he's seeing people, probably people he's even rubbed shoulders with in the industry. They're probably smashing her now.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Do you know how mad that makes a man? Do you know how mad that makes a man? And that's what we have in society. These women are trying to, they think, you know what I mean? They put them on a pedestal, this society. They think they can just continue that way. Hey, a woman spoke over me the other week, and I cancelled her contract. And I told her, yo, check this out, right? Remember today how you spoke, right? Remember how you spoke to me today? Because I ain't having that. Not the men of the Lord that have national.
Teach up!
You know what I'm saying?
Let them know. It's happening around here.
And that's the bottom line.
Can't.
It's unacceptable.
Can't.
You understand? It won't be accepted today. It won't be accepted in the future. So you better start making adjustments if you want to keep your head on your shoulders.
That's right.
Yeah. And don't think going into Superdrug to buy heads and shoulders is going to save your head. You're going to lose your head.
Precept, Babu Kasha.
Yeah. Bring up.
First Chronicle, chapter 12, verse 8.
Bring it up.
And of the Gadites, they were separate. Gadite, they separate themselves.
Yeah.
Unto David.
Unto who?
Unto David.
Right?
Into the whole, to the wilderness. Men of might.
Men of what?
Men of might.
That's who the Lord is calling back. No brothers that want to be following behind their women, holding their purse, not wanting to go against the status quo, because they're afraid they ain't getting some tonight.
That's right.
Those ain't the kind of men that the Lord is raising up. And if you find yourself in that category, hey, you better pack your bags and leave, man. Because when the Lord comes home to bring the ruckus, you're gonna regret being in that position.
Tell him.
And even the women will flee from you and go to a man that pulls his pants up and stands up with his dignity intact. Because they'll be the first to betray you when this thing goes down. And you gonna be like, but babe, why? She'll be like, you ain't a real man.
Exactly.
I want one of those guys. That's right. And that's when you're gonna be like, oh man, I should have just held my own. Well, you didn't hold your own, and now you've lost it all. Because you know, Jake was thinking trimming his ways was gonna make him get the cunning guaranteed. But you don't know you've been deceived by the women. Bamboozled. Read that.
And men of war.
And men of what?
And men of war.
So when you read Exodus 15 and 3, the Lord gave the personal introduction right from the beginning. He said he is a man of war, so his people are men of war. If you don't want to be part of that caravan, then jump out.
Fit for the battle.
Fit for what?
Fit for the battle.
So like we said, this is not for everybody. You understand? This is not for everyone.
Right.
You can't just up and say, I want to be part of the assembly of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You have to tick certain boxes. Punctuality.
That's right.
Okay. Readiness.
That's right.
What's the word? Urgency.
That's
Urgency.
right. Yes.
Because a lot of our people, they lack urgency, man. You know, they feel like they can straddle the fence. That's not the right spirit to have. Because it can go down at any moment. You gotta stay ready. If you're a soldier and you're on the battlefield, you gotta be alert 24/7, regardless of whether the enemy is advancing or not. Because you know, guerrilla warfare, the element of surprise is key to victory.
That's right.
So if you want to be victorious, you gotta be on your toes 24/7.
That's right.
Especially if you're behind enemy lines or within the terrain of battle. And this is basic war strategies, man. You don't have to read no book or even get schooled on that. That's common sense.
But another thing, Captain, it's like people come in here, they forget that this is a training camp.
Right.
You're being trained. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to experience certain things that are difficult, that are hard, that are uncomfortable, but you get through it. That's part of the training.
Right.
You don't just come in and think, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? There are men that have been toiling for years. You know what I'm saying? There are men that have been toiling for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. You want to come in and think, oh, you know, I'm ready. Now you got to be trained, man. You know what I'm saying? And through that training, you come through that fire. When you come out the man that you need to be, man.
That's right.
The soldiers here, man.
Because the Lord said in Job 38 verse 3, when he said, get up now thy loins like a man, he said, for I will require it of you. Because the Lord is coming home. And when he comes, he's going to check the tabernacle and see who's pulled his pants up. And if you still got your pants sagging and he's like, and he calls your name and you're walking up, you're doing the duck walk because you didn't pull your pants up. You know, kind of like when you check the time and it's time and you're like, oh, and you quickly, you're running for the bus, but you know, you can't run properly because you're doing the duck walk. The Most High will be like, what is this, man? You know?
Teach us.
You gotta think about these
Tell them,
that could handle shield and buckler.
That could what?
That could handle shield and buckler.
Right. And in this case, the spiritual gospel, man, that's the shield and the buckler. Okay, so that's how we're demonstrating the power of the Lord on the spiritual side of things.
That's right.
So if you can't deal with the spiritual side of things, what makes you think you're going to be able to deal with it when it becomes physical?
Can't.
Eh? Read that.
Whose face were like the face of lions.
Who's what?
Whose face was like the face of lions.
Now, Trey Songs.
Whose faces were like the faces of lions.
No, R. Kelly.
Whose faces were like the faces of lions.
No, Pretty Boys.
Whose faces were like the faces of lions.
Hey, that's what the Lord wants, man. The Lord wants terror.
That's right.
The Lord wants fear
That's right.
over all these nations, man.
Right.
When they see the nation of Israel coming, they shouldn't be like, ooh, fancy. They should be like, run!
That's right.
The Benjamites are advancing!
Right.
Run! They should be fleeing.
That's right.
When they see Israel marching down the road,
They will.
yeah. You know, it's gonna put that fear of the Lord in them. Because hey, if you're gonna represent Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and he's a man of war, he's gonna bring the element of fear. You know? Like, for example, Tyson, he used to win fights before he got in the ring. That's what the Lord wants. So before the battle even begins, they've given up the guns. You know?
That's the look.
They won't even be able to swing the sword. You'll be like, stab me. He'll be like that. You'll be like, my hand can't move. You'll be like, my spirit is gone. I can't even juke you, bro. You know, you kill him with his own sword. Take it off him and be like, alright, let me show you. That's how the Lord moves, man.
Tell them.
You understand? The Lord is not playing out here. He wants this overtaken to be grievous to the other nations. For all the disrespect they showed him, man.
Big time.
Especially Esau for pulling down his pants and showing his ass crack to the Lord. He's gonna get a big spanking for that. He's coming, you know. The Edomites have been playing around with the Lord for a long time.
That's right.
So now the Lord is responding by the coronavirus firstly, but he's gonna amplify it, and more hell is coming, man.
Right.
But really, when he cuts off the gook supplies of merchandise, when he cripples the economy, then he can bring in the other archives.
Right.
Okay? Because really, that's what it is, man. Archives of judgment. One after the other. It's gonna be like a domino effect. You know? Read that.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua been dealing with them though. Because if you notice, the last 5 years, you see most of these Edomites begging on the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been an opioid crisis. I mean, they've been like on all sorts. You know what I'm saying? Depression, suicides, all that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's here already. It's just, you know what I mean? It's yeah, man. Yeah. Can't.
Yeah, so yeah. The Lord is making them small among the heathen.
Can't.
You know? Because they like to use biomedical warfare to weaken the enemy, but they don't know the Lord has plague warfare.
Can't.
the Lord can plague you. Yeah? So when you're weak, we'll come in and just destroy you and take the
That's right.
spoil.
That's right.
Because if Esau's on his sick bed, you can't fight.
Can't.
You're weak.
This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9.
Read!
It says, rise up, you women that are at ease.
Do what?
Rise up, ye women that are at ease.
Yeah, because the Lord is coming home to collect, man, that money. He's coming home to collect the rent you women owe him. Because when he created you, when you read Genesis 3 and 16, the stipulation as to you being created was to be the helpmeet. Right onto the man. You ain't helping him right now. So you owe him a lot of rent money. Right. Because a lot of times people don't realize that when the Lord puts you on this earth, right, you automatically are indebted to him.
Right.
Now how you pay that debt is by doing his will.
That's right.
You women haven't done nothing for Yahweh Shai. So you owe him a lot.
Right.
And to put more, hurt on the injury, you've completely joined the side of the enemy.
That's right.
Right.
Buried in life.
That's right.
So now the Lord is gonna come home and collect that rent. And after he collects the rent, he's gonna kick you out. And you're gonna be out there in the cold.
Tell them out.
Read it.
Hear my voice, ye careless daughters.
Do what?
Hear my voice, you careless daughters.
Yeah, they're careless because they don't care. They're just out there, they're reckless. They're not worried about tomorrow because they think about today. That's how they live their life. They don't think about the future, man. It's all about the weave, man. The cereal box can be empty, but yet the weave will be nicely tucked in the cupboard. But when you go in the kitchen, Mom, I'm hungry. She'll be like, go to the pound shop and get 1 pound chicken. Don't ask me for no more money. I need to get my weave done. Eve, man, wicked.
Eve on pedestal.
The weave is more important than taking care of your children, man. This is how wicked the Israelite woman has become today in Babylon. Your number one priority should be raising up Hebrew Israelite men and women fit to be part of the tabernacle. You're not even doing that. So your duty as a mother has failed. Please. So what use does the Lord have for you, man? Okay? Bees are meant to pollinate flowers. If the bee is not pollinating the flower, then what use is the bee? There's not going to be no honey. So the bee has to be destroyed.
That's right.
Because everything has a purpose, man. The Most High didn't just create trees for nothing. We need oxygen. So you women have a role to play.
Sure.
But you've let the nation down. So now the Lord is going to firstly collect the rent by bringing out these judgments that are going to strip you of all your pride. And then after he's going to dispatch you. So don't think this is going to be over quickly, man. Because like Esau said, the so-called black woman can endure a lot of pain. That was the that was the evaluation he came to. Because during slavery they used to carry out some tests on the black woman to find out new ways of devising mechanisms to soothe pain. So they wanted to see how much pain the human body can take. So they used the black woman as an experiment. And they said the black woman was the number one at being able to stomach pain, man. Withstand pain. So don't think this is gonna be over quickly, The Lord is gonna use these plagues, man. He's gonna take you down layer by layer by layer. All these years of building up your pride, the Lord is gonna unstrapple you, man.
Let them know.
You know how Jake says, hey, yo, strap me up. Well, hey, Eve, you've been strapped up to the max. So now the Lord is gonna unstrap you. He's gonna make you bare and naked out there. And then all the vultures are gonna be pecking at you. And they're gonna be looking at Jake like, Jake, help me. Jake will be like, away from me. Thou daughter of Jezebel. That's when Jake's poetry is gonna come out. Away from me, thou daughter of Jezebel.
just want to say that you think even the peanuts that we get, that the women get paid as well, it's in this society that they would want to spend their money on bringing up, like you said, righteous Hebrew young men and women, you know what I mean? But instead they rather spend that money on their haughty looks and try to go out there and impress other boneheaded jakes out there that only just want to look at the arse.
That's right.
And all that kind of madness there, man. It's just a revolving cycle, man, of self-destruction, really. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to
So going on Instagram and getting on celebrities DMs and stuff like that.
This man's giving them the money.
Because look, one thing you gotta realize, when you come together with a woman to have sex with her, it's a spiritual indulgence that takes place. It's not just physical, you know. You understand? Because if it wasn't spiritual, yeah, why can't you just go to the toilet and bust a nut by it? You know how when you go to the toilet and just piss, why can't you be pissing cum? You need that sexual arousement. You need to connect with another spirit. So every time you connect with a woman, you become one with her in spirit.
That's right,
That's right.
You understand? That's what you don't understand. So all you niggas out there that are sleeping around with all these women, you're losing yourself out there. That's why you're empty. That's why we can't even connect with you on this spiritual level.
That's right.
That's why every time you come around us, you get emotional.
That's right.
We can't even have a masculine discussion without you getting emotional. And these are emotions you can't control because you lost yourself to some wicked ass woman somewhere, man. So we ain't gonna carry that cross, man. If you wanna be effeminate and you wanna be emotional, you wanna have your head stuck up some woman's behind.
That's right.
Just stay on that side,
That's right.
and then we on this side, we'll keep it locked in, man. We don't need that negative energy up here. Because really, that's what Jake does, man. I'm going to the club. I need to meet me some hoes. But you don't know every time you have sex with that woman, you're losing your spirit. You're destroying your temple, man. You don't know where she's been. You don't know how many children of unprofitable women that she slept with. You don't know what kind of spirits are in his family line. You don't know what her diet is like. She might be eating all this swine and everything. And then you'll be kissing her right in the mouth. So you become swine too. Defiled. And then you'll be looking to the Lord, Lord, endow me with power. Then the Lord will be like, you're lucky I didn't kill you. Nah, this is real, you know. You gotta be careful who you're in bed with. Alright? It's not just the physical. It's not just the physical that's going on. There's a spiritual indulgence that happens, man. You know? There's a spiritual connection. That's why you brothers that have wives, just connect with her, man, and build that solid foundation. Because a lot of these women out here, they're empty. They got demons on them. Big time. So every time you connect with them, those spirits can jump on you. And it puts a negative energy around you. And that's when demons start to mess with you. Because they can feel that energy on you. Like I myself, I've been an example. Back in the days when I used to get with these Edomite women, all kind of demons just start coming around you. And I'm like, bro, why are these demons coming around me? It's because of that demon you're in bed with. So the Lord is practical with his knowledge, man.
That's right.
Alright? So if you stand with the Most High, you're untouchable. That's the bottom line. If you stand with Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, nobody can mess with you, man. It's impossible.
Read that.
Precept Bible.
Oh, is that it? Wait, who is reading? Yeah. Rise up, you women. Yeah, 9.
Give ear unto my speech.
Give what?
Give ear unto my speech.
And how do you give ear? Let the women learn in silence.
That's right,
With all subjection.
That's right.
So first you have to be in subjection before you can even learn. Because before we even read the scripture to you, you need to submit yourself to us. Then we can say, okay, she's humble. Alright, what am I going to teach her today? Titus chapter 2 verse 3. The age women likewise. pants.
Right.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5.
Right.
No pants.
Right.
No eyelashes. Okay.